Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're well. We're back in Pine Valley Zoo, working in our reptile habitat. Everyone seems to be really enjoying this habitat so far, so thank you for all your nice feedback. I think you all liked the marketplace, and generally it seems like people have thought that it was worth me spending a bit of time on it and doing it off camera as well. So that's cool. Last episode I was working over this side. We kind of decorated our cliff here and started a bit of work on the top area here. Where I've put a couple of restaurants in, or a couple of cafes I should say, and some toilets. Actually no, that's the toilets there. So what have I done here? Have I hidden one behind here and I didn't mean to? Ah, staff room. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, I put the wrong wall on there, haven't I? I was thinking that was a toilet. You probably noticed that in the last episode. Obviously I didn't, but there we go. I can fix that quite easily. There we go, that's better. Yeah, so our staff room there. Yeah, we've got a shop there and a shop there, and then toilets over here. So let's come into this one and have a look what I can do here. Yeah, so this is the one that I want to cover up. So yeah, I'm just going to continue with this today and see what I can come up with. I haven't got a lot of space to play with here, actually, have I? I'm thinking, ooh, do I want to? Let's see. What? Because it needs to appear that these are a decent size. I would say, being a toilet block. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I think I can. Oh, I do apologise. My computer is doing its weird laggy thing again. It's really not running very well. I'm not sure why. Oh wow, that is terrible, isn't it? I have got rid of a lot of people out of the park, so it should be running better now. But it's really not. Puzzling. Anyway, so yes, so this is the block that you get for the toilet is very small. I think it makes sense to try and make it look like a more substantial sized room, and I think I can get away with that. People will clip the edge here a bit, but to be honest, I've got no people in the zoo anyway because I've closed it now, so that is not going to cause us too many issues, is it? Okay, let's get the roof on. I think it was this, yeah, this clay roof I think was the one I was using. Let me just check. Yeah, this is the one. Right, how do I want to do this? I think what I'll do is bring it like that. Wow, this is really running poorly. I'm so sorry. I need to do a bit of investigating, I think, and work out what's going on in the background of my computer to make it lag like it is. I don't want it to get to the point where I can't play. I do wonder, I am currently uploading the next episode in the background, and that it shouldn't matter, but it may be doing something. Anyway, let's crack on for now. Right, I like these edges. I know they're a little bit over the top, but they do look cool. And I'll put one underground in here, even though you won't be able to see much. I might adjust the cliff face here a little bit to kind of show that off a bit more. Let's see, is that the right size? Yes it is. Good. Let's turn that around and fill in this gap at the back here. Yep, that looks good. Wow, this yeah, I'll see how this goes. If this keeps lagging as much as it is at the moment, I may have to stop and do something different. We shall see. Right, I think I just need to fill this gap in here. No, that's too high. I'm going to have to create a kind of a false roof there just to fill that in. That's fine though. I'm going to have to do something along the edge there. But first, let's get a door on, my usual door. I always use this door for toilets. I don't know why, I just like it. There aren't a great number of doors in the game, but I think this one works well. Looks good in most themes, so I don't yeah, I don't mind using that. And if I can, I would use my usual signs as well. I don't, it's not going to fit in perfectly. I'll tell you what I might do. How about if I stick one here, sort of halfway along this wall, and let's get the old angle snap on, and then if I can turn it. Oh, okay, that didn't put the angle snap on. Oh, come on. How many times do I have to click it? Okay, let's try that again. It's I like the sign. I'm just thinking logically, would you yeah, you don't see it from over here. I think actually it might make sense if I bring this sign right out to this front edge. Something. Ooh, hang on. What angle is that moving at? That is going at a weird angle. Why is it doing that? Okay, well, it's not going to let me do it any other way. Oh. Gotta love this game sometimes, haven't you? Okay, let's bring it out to here. Okay, that's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, you get to see that from all angles. There we go. We see it from there, we'll see it coming along there, and yes, you would see it coming along here as well. Good, that's much better. Right, so that's our basic structures in place. Actually, I do need a trim, don't I? Which I think is this piece. That needs to go in there. There we go. Excellent. How does it look under here? It looks alright actually. I don't mind this. I quite like that you've got the trim under here. Obviously I'll do a load of rock work or something in there anyway, covering that up. Oh, you can see through the floor there, so yeah, that's definitely going to have to be hidden in some way, but I think that looks good as a toilet block. It's a good size, and I do like that it's kind of sticking out in the mountain a bit. Right, so that's our basic design for these areas. I want to do some flower beds, I think, covering up some of this. I could even do a big one covering up all of this as well. I'm just thinking what sort of edge to do. Oh yeah, I think I might do some hedge work here. I might do a small bit on this side as well. I think because I want this to look a little bit more lively up here. It's quite I put a little bit of colour in here with the tamarind, because this is quite a bland enclosure, being reptiles. There's not a lot of colour down here, and so as you come up here you've got sparkles of colour, and then I want this top area to be much more colourful. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's have a look at our hedges. Okay, let's get rid of all of the snapping. And let's just have a go, see what I can do here. What sort of angle do I want to do this? Do I want this? Sometimes I sink this right into the ground so you can't see that the stems. I think it looks better like that, kind of really sunk down like that. Yeah, that's nice. Let's try this and just see what it looks like. And then I'm not sure what sort of planting I'm going to do, but I want a bit of colour, not too much. I don't want it to just be flowers. I don't want it over the top, but I do want a bit of colour and a bit of structure. So some nice tropical plants maybe in here would look good. I don't want this bed to go all the way down here. I will just how far do I want it to go? Yeah, I think probably there is enough. Oh, hang on, that's going down a slope. Do I mind that? Actually, no, I'll keep the top flat, I think, and allow the allow that to show through. Or I could even just copy it down. But either way, I like the idea of the top being flat. So let's then bring that across to about... Actually, let's match that up on the corner. And then bring it back. Right, before I go any further, I'm just going to copy all of this into a group. Always do this, because then you can delete it very easily. Just in case you do something and you don't like it, it's the easiest way to then get rid of it. Right, so yeah, let's cover this up. Let's just sink that down and create a taller hedge wall there. I like that. That looks good. Okay, good. Let's get some soil into here then. Something like that. Now, how far down do I want this? Not too far down. I think that is probably pretty good. Let's see if I can use just the two pieces here. Push that back a bit. Actually, yeah, the staff room is yeah, kind of hidden anyway. Do you know what? I might cover this door back up and just put a fake door on. I think that's probably the easiest solution there. Okay, that's our little flower bed. What do we think? I just probably will need to do a little bit of terrain painting here, I think, before I decorate the front. Let's just get that looking nice and rocky. Actually, I think all of this probably needs to be repainted, really, doesn't it? Actually, let's just put the intensity up. Gets it done a bit quicker. Yeah, the rock just makes it look a little bit more cliffy, doesn't it? Not too sure what I'm going to be doing around there yet, so I won't worry about that yet. Oh, I missed a big bit there. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Right, let's just come back into here. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to what I originally planned. I don't think I did originally mean to cover this door up, thinking that I was going to put a fake door on, but actually that I think is going to work better anyway, so let's do that. And then what's a suitable staff door? I often go for this single door. Oops. Hang on. Don't want a sideways door. There we go. Yeah, I think a single door like that looks good for a staff room. Let's just sink that back in. Let's get it roughly centralized there. Good. While I'm here, let's put a little light hanging up above the door, maybe up here, and let's get the silver sign that you can sink into the ground. This one here. Let's get this up here. Let's make it, I think black and black works the best. And let's get staff only. And then this piece is really cool because you can sink it in and have the writing showing. I can put that just above the door there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I like that. That looks much better. Right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do all of these flower beds as one thing, one building, I think. Because then when I come to do the planting, I can do them all at the same time. Right, again, let's just get rid of that snapping. Let's start again. Right. Doesn't have to be an exact science with the angles on this, as long as it's covering everything up. I want this one to look roughly symmetrical with this one over here. I think that's good. And then let's just start to come out. Right, well, while I'm doing this, what else should I talk about? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am starting to struggle just a little bit to keep up my 1 episode a day. I do want to keep that going. If I've got a lot of new people on the channel here, so you don't know much about me, but recently moved house, so I've been very busy doing stuff to the new house. Also, me and my girlfriend have a baby on the way, which could be here kind of any time soon, to be honest. It's due at the end of February, but you never know with these things. We've had a few complications along the way. So yeah, so obviously once baby is here, then my time will be spent differently, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep going. Obviously, I am gonna keep doing this one way or another, but I just can't guarantee completely that I can keep up the schedule of an episode a day. I will do my best, but hopefully you'll understand if I don't quite manage that. I do bulk record when I can. Which isn't that often, but occasionally I do get a weekend or something when when I get a bit of extra time, and I can sort of batch record a few episodes. But again, obviously with a baby around, that's going to happen less. I've never had a baby before, so I don't really know, but you hear things. I've got friends with babies, and in fact, I've got one friend in particular with a baby. And well, actually they're not babies anymore, they're grown up, but yeah, I've barely seen him since he's had children, unfortunately, which is very sad. He's a good friend of mine, but life just gets very busy when you have children, and I completely understand that. So yeah, my life is going to change quite considerably soon, but very excited. We are really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to the challenge of being a dad. It's going to be a very strange thing. Never imagined myself as a dad, but there we go. These things happen. It was planned. It didn't just happen. It was planned. I just never thought it would happen. But there we go. So yeah, but the channel's doing really well. I'm really enjoying what I do on here, and picked up a lot of new subscribers recently. I guess there's a lot of people out there around Christmas time looking for new ways to entertain themselves, and it's certainly helped that you guys support me and hit the like button. That obviously it gets the videos out to more people, which obviously means that you build your subscriber numbers, and that's what this is all about at the end of the day, isn't it? It's having fun, building our little community, all of us having fun together, enjoying the game, and sharing our thoughts and ideas with each other. That's why I do this. This is my kind of my relaxing time. I mean, I'm a very relaxed person anyway. I have a very stress-free life, which is very nice. I'm very lucky. I do a job that I love. Very happy home life here with my girlfriend. Just bought our dream house. Got a lovely family that live nearby. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky in many, many ways. So I do appreciate that. But I do love my gaming, and my YouTube channel is something I've been doing for just over a year now. Actually, oh blimey, do you know what? It might even be going on for 2 years. I'm sure I started it just after Christmas, so do you know what? It may even be heading towards the 2-year mark, which is pretty crazy. It's just recently started picking up, so I just before Christmas, I think it was, I passed 400 subscribers. Now I'm on 420 odd. So suddenly it kind of snowballs, I think, this kind of thing, where you just suddenly start picking up more people which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'll be doing this even if I wasn't getting people watching, because I just love this game. You know, and I do enjoy the process of building with, you know, with my view of other people seeing it as well. I do enjoy that, and it's just a bonus that other people do actually watch my videos. You know, it's just it's a nice thing. I'm just going to put a couple of hedges here just to cover up that on the side there, but I'm not going to put a proper flower border along this side or anything. Great, so there's our hedging. There was one bit over here, yeah, just here. You'll see here I just slanted that one there to cover this up. So I will do the same here as well. I think that looks okay if you do that. It looks pretty good. Let's get it just right. I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, sorry, this lag is terrible. I will sort this out before I record another episode, I promise. I think I know what it is. I think it is to do with the what's going on in the background of my computer. I'm pretty sure it must be that. Actually, let's just sort of get all this soil at the same height. I'll just copy from this, and hopefully I can use this big piece so I can make it easier. There we go, that looks cool, doesn't it? Excellent. Now I'll have to use a smaller one in here. Actually, let's do this bit first because I can use the big one along here. Oh, sorry, the lag is annoying me a little bit now. I'm soldering on. It's just about playable at the moment, but I appreciate that it is annoying, and I will sort it out, I promise. Right, let's see about this corner. I'm not too sure how I can do this bit. Okay, that works there. I think I'm just going to have to shrink down to the smaller size. Is that too small? Hang on. No, that's about right. Perfect. Okay, hang on, that didn't work. Let's try that again. There we go. Fill the gaps. Sorry, that's the lag doing that. Did that actually put it down? Yes, it did. Good. I really hope it's not my computer dying slowly. It's quite funny with my computers. My brother is a software engineer. He's well into his computers, and he upgrades his own computer quite a lot. So generally, what happens is when he upgrades his computer, I get all his spare parts. So whatever he buys, I get his old ones basically. So if he gets a new graphics card, I get the old one, which is great. Really appreciate it. You know, he doesn't have to do that for me, but he does because he's a lovely brother. He's very nice. He's my best friend. We get on very well, which is really nice. But yes, it's also, you know, it kind of makes, because I don't know a thing about computers. I would not have a clue how to build one, and I certainly don't know what this one has in it. But yeah, it's handy having a brother who does know these things. So when things go wrong, he comes along and sorts it out for me, which is fantastic. Anyway, let's get back to our plants, shall we? So yeah, I was thinking of a bit of a tropical look. So one or two of these. I don't go over the top with the tropical feel. I just feel like some nice artificial flower beds here would look good against this cliff face. And obviously I've gone for sort of an Asian look on these roofs here. So I think I like the idea of a little bit of sort of tropical planting. Not sure I can quite, yeah, I can just about get that one to work on there, can't I? Good, yeah, that looks nice. That one's a bit too small, so I won't worry about that. Let's get something in here. Which one? I think that's the biggest one. Is that the one I just used over here? Yes, that's that one. Okay, so let's get one more of them. Somewhere where it's not in the cliff, if I can. Something like that. And then you've got this one, which is pretty... Oh no, that's a medium-sized one. Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine. So I can have that one in there. Okay, let's just make sure none of that's disappearing in the cliff. No, it's not. Good, good. And then maybe another small one at the front here as well, I think. Right in there. Looks good. Nice. Yeah, I don't want to go over the top. I just that little bit of a tropical feel. What's the other one? Is it lobster? Yes. I love these ones. These look fantastic. So let's just get a couple of these in as well. I could probably fit a small one in there. That would look really cool, actually. There we go. Very nice. And then probably one or two more in here. Let's get a medium one maybe over here. Oh, wow, this lag is getting worse. Definitely need to sort this out. Okay, that looks nice. Like that. Good. And then I want a bit of colour underneath. And I don't want anything too tall. I don't want it sort of coming up and blocking all this. But I love this kind of stuff. You know, kind of just creates a sort of a carpet. I don't want it completely filled with this, but fairly, I would say. Wow, this... Oh, I do hope I don't have to cut this episode short. This lag is getting ridiculous. I haven't had my computer like this since the 1980s. I really don't know what it's playing at. Alright, let's try some medium in this gap here. Yep, that's good. And then let's get the big one back out. Like so. Did that place it down? Oh wow, it's like being on dial-up, isn't it? For those of you old enough to remember dial-up internet, hey, I remember a time before the internet. I remember a time when mobile phones didn't exist. That's how old I am. They were better times, weren't they? If you're in your 40s like I am, you too remember a time when your phone used to be wired to the wall and you had to dial it with a little circle dialing device, and it took you about a minute to dial a number. Those were happy days. I liked those days. Technology didn't go wrong back then. These days there's way too much technology in the world. I'm not a fan of technology. I don't know if I've revealed that before, but I hate technology in all its forms, and I use it when I have to, but I avoid it whenever I can. Yeah, not a fan. I honestly believe that technology will be the end of mankind, unfortunately. But there we go. That's just my opinion. And you probably gathered from my complaining that there are many things about computers that annoy me. And at the moment, it's lag. I don't know why I'm lagging, and it's just annoying. Right, so I'm just trying to think of a nice plant to fill these other gaps in here. That's quite a nice one, but it's not quite got enough colour to it. Where is my other go-to plant? This is it. This one. I love this one. Yes. This thing is just... Oh, I love it. Look how thick it is. It's a lovely, dense bit of foliage that just fills all these gaps in really, really nicely. I don't mind there being some soil on display. That's fine. But this stuff is just great. Okay, let's just keep going until all these little gaps are filled in. I don't mind a little bit there kind of spilling out over the hedge. That's fine. Excellent. Let's do all of that with one of them. Oh wow, it's like the game is just stopping now. I think it knows I'm moaning about it, so it's just gone, do you know what, I'm not going to work for you at all anymore. No, I think it's slowly giving up the ghost. Never mind. There we go. Can I at least just finish off the flower beds? Right, let's just come out and see what we're thinking of our flower beds. They're not too over the top. I like that. I may just dot 1 or 2 more little bits in. I want to do some decorating on the walls of the buildings here as well. And I might try and do something a bit different with lights. I might put some lights in the hedges along here. I think it might look quite nice, coming out and kind of shining onto the pathway. But yeah, I think as a little sort of vista, a little walkway, I think that's quite nice. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Great. Okay, well, I am going to leave the episode there. We are pretty dead on the half-hour mark, and the lag is just killing me. So I need to go and sort that out. Hopefully I'll sort that out for the next episode. I am really sorry about that. Got a good bit done though. We've built our toilet block here, and I've managed to decorate a little bit as well. So not a huge amount done, but a little bit. It's taken shape, and the whole habitat is coming along really nicely actually. Still got to work out what I'm doing with our tortoises over here, because they haven't got a lot in here yet. I need a whole load of decoration and a bit of shelter for them in some form. I'm thinking somewhere here I'll build some sort of shelter coming out from the cliff here with a bit of bedding underneath, and obviously I'll just dot some other bits and pieces around here, some foliage and whatever. Oh, look at our little things. Oh, look at this guy having a drink. Oh, there's 2 there. That's a bit off, isn't it? One of them sitting on top of the other one. Yeah, that's a bit of a graphical bug there, isn't it? He does look amazing though. The texture on their skin there. Look at that. It's absolutely fantastic. Ooh, where's he going? Yeah, love them. I'm a big fan of tortoises. I have 2 myself. And yeah, if I could, I would just have a whole zoo full of tortoises. I'd have an entire game dedicated to them, because I think they're wonderful animals, and they make fantastic pets. I'd highly recommend it. Although you do need to know how to look after them. They're not necessarily easy to look after, but they're a lot simpler than many other animals, and they definitely have their own personalities as well, I can tell you that. Anyway, sorry, I'll stop waffling on about my pets. Right, let's leave it there then. So next episode I'll continue with our little area over here and get this all finished off. I'm not going to go up the cliff, because that will be when I come around to doing this other habitat up here. Look, we've got our clouded leopards here climbing the trees. I think we had 3 babies, so I think we've got 5 clouded leopards up in that habitat there, which also comes along the back here as well. But that's going to be still quite a few episodes away, because I've still got this side over here. So I've got around this the train line coming along the back here that I want to decorate. The tunnel here, the cliff face here. Don't know what I'm doing. Probably some more shops or something under here as well. And then a little bit more work around the top of the habitat here, and then all of this tortoise habitat, plus this tunnel coming down the side here down into our little cave area. So there's tons still to do on these habitats before I even think about coming up onto this this new area here and up eventually to do our clouded leopards. So yeah, plenty to do. So there we go, let's leave it there. So thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode, even though it was a little bit laggy from time to time. Thank you very much for joining me, and if you have had fun, you can hit the like button. You know how much that helps me out. Really appreciate that, and hopefully you can join me again in the next episode. Until then, do take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon.